Hey there, it's been a while. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be grateful to you.
While Liam interrogates Bill, Lee accuses a bewildered Jack of paternity toward Luna. In today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, we see Liam pay Bill a visit. Jack insists he didn't sleep with Poppy, and Steffi and Finn talk about Finn's parents. Admit it, Lee tells Penelope at the hospital. During her time with them, she felt an uneasy feeling of embarrassment. Until the whole Sheila incident happened, she refused to think that Jack would cheat on her. Penelope, you weren't exceptional. You were simply one of many. She accuses her sister of knowing all along that her husband was Luna's father. That's why you wanted to keep it a secret. Because Luna's father is Jack. At Bill's apartment, Luna tells Bill she'd do anything to stay there and not go back to jail. He admonished her to take it easy and play by the rules. From outside, Liam's voice cries out and asks if Bill is home. Bill urges Luna to scram and then answers the door. When Liam inquires as to why the door was locked, Bill says, "It's never locked." However, Bill does admit to locking the door on occasion. He has security because he never does, Liam tells him. Is something going on? At the Cliff home, Steffi can't believe Finn took her up on a secret afternoon tryst. They taunt each other and canoodle. She knows he's been trying to get her to stop thinking about the coup, but she has news for him. I'm back at Forrester Creations. Finn presumes this has to do with her plan and her pal Daphne. Steffi admits she's set to put her plan in motion and take the company back from Hope and Carter. They sit, and Finn figures the little he knows the better. Steffi promises him good will win over evil. She remarks that she exhibited restraint with Hope before, and he's proud of her. He comments that one nice thing came out of all this. Her parents are back together. Steffi never would have wished for this in a million years, yet the best thing happened from it. Her father's eyes were finally opened to a woman determined to stand by him. And it wasn't Brooke. Finn caresses his wife and recalls that Ridge has finally recognized Taylor is the one for him. Devotion is something they know all too well. They kiss. At the hospital, Lee continues pushing for Poppy to come clean. My ex-husband is Luna's father. Lee recounts that they gave up their home to her, but she set her sights on her husband. Poppy protests. Lee adds on how close she and Jack were, and recalls that when she announced her pregnancy, she wouldn't tell anyone who the father was. She should just reveal the truth. Just then, Jack walks in and tells Lee he got her message. Lee snarks, just in time. Jack meets Poppy and Lee tells him to cut the trash and refers to their dirty little secret. In Lee's office, Jack asks, "Dirty little secret?" Lee says it's something she felt for a long time, during their entire marriage. She knew something was going on in their home right beneath her nose. Jack doesn't know what she's talking about. Lee snaps, "Oh, sure you don't. Neither does she." Jack still doesn't know what she's talking about. He cheated on her with Sheila and suffered for that by losing their marriage. Lee tears that she got her son from that. She would take that treachery over this any day. Jack can't understand what could be worse than that. Lee responds, "You have, Jack. With her. My own sister." At Bill's place, Liam suspects something is up with his father. Bill plays dumb. Liam points out he's questioning him and he's not even yelling at him. He's been isolating himself and Liam wants to know what's going on. Luna eavesdrops as Bill tries to convince Liam his working from home is a positive thing. It implies he trusts him. Liam understands how much he likes being at his office, his kingdom. "So, I'm asking you, is everything okay?" Liam goes on that he's worried about Bill, who is progressively turning himself into a hermit. Bill protests, "That's an exaggeration." Liam insists it's not. Bill says that he needs me time. Liam bursts at the further oddity, who talks like that? Bill tells his son he has everything under control. Liam asks, "You have what under control?" He asks if there's a situation Bill is dealing with right now. Bill answers no, and believes he's misreading what's going on. "It's just, I'm realizing there are other things to focus on in life besides work." Liam groans. It's Luna. At the Cliff home, Steffi and Finn continue to chat about her parents and why she fell for a man with a divided heart, much like her father as she grew up. Finn tells her she and the kids are his universe. Steffi likes this about him, as well as how supportive he's been of her mom. Finn teases about Taylor living with them and Steffi thinks she'll move in with her dad. She wonders about Finn's parents. Would they ever reunite? Finn thinks that ship has sailed. Steffi says he doesn't talk about them or what it was like growing up. Finn thinks it's terrible they were divorced, but he sees all sides. Finn thinks his dad treated his mom wrong and he can't think of what would upset his mother more than the lie he told about how he was born. In Lee's office, Jack tells his ex-wife he was hopeful when he got her text. He thought finally they'd made some progress, but it's the same old paranoid Lee. He figures the two of them were having some type of argument and he got dragged into it. Poppy tells him she told her they didn't sleep together. Jack feels awful for Poppy. Lee was always so hard on her. Lee hisses at him to stop. She can't stand listening to him defend her sister. She informs him she took a paternity test on Luna and Tom wasn't the father. Just say the words. You had an affair. They betrayed her in the worst way possible and created another love child for Jack. Luna. Luna is your daughter. Next on The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn comes to an epiphany about himself and his parents. Liam begs Bill to come clean about his recent isolation, and Lee gives Jack a paternity test. Luna toys with the Spencer brothers on The Bold and the Beautiful.
Luna's going to become bored lying around the mansion all day. And a bored Luna is a dangerous Luna. Indeed. Luna has certainly stirred up some trouble at the Spencer mansion on The Bold and the Beautiful. Hiding out while secretly serving a prison sentence, Luna is playing a risky game that's likely to end in explosions. But what's her real plan? And how long can Bill keep her presence a secret before everything unravels? We have a hunch pandemonium is coming. Hiding at the shadows, Luna's presence at the Spencer mansion is already a ticking time bomb. While Dollar Bill's decision to keep her hidden is questionable at best, it's Luna's subtle tactics that have fans buzzing. With Bill firmly off limits, it seems she's turned her sights on his kids, Will and Liam. Could she truly be manipulating both brothers simultaneously? We wouldn't put it past her. A game of secrets and seduction. First, there's Will. Young, naive, and eager to prove himself, he could be an easy target for Luna's charms. Luna's attention could make him feel special, but it's all part of her wider game. A secret romance with him would be scandalous enough, but Luna isn't stopping there. Then there's Liam, the family's constantly unlucky in love golden boy, having been burnt by love too many times to count. Liam could just be vulnerable enough to fall for Luna's manipulations. If Luna cozies up to him, it's a daring and hazardous move. Liam's history of complicated relationships means he's no stranger to drama, but Luna's calculated charm might bring a whole new level of chaos. Not to mention, Liam's eventual revelation of Luna's ties to Will would be the ultimate betrayal, and set the scenario for an epic family battle. The Spencer explosion waiting to happen, as much as Luna feels she's in charge. Her tangled web of falsehoods is bound to collapse. Bill's seclusion can only protect her for so long before someone comes into the truth. And when they do, expect nothing less than pyrotechnics. Imagine the aftermath. Will finding out he's not the only Spencer brother Luna has been dragging along. Liam once again understanding he's been tricked, and Bill facing the ultimate betrayal as his sons struggle over the woman he's been hiding. Luna's plots could push them all to the brink. The Bold and the Beautiful What to Watch moments for Wednesday, January 22nd. Lee tests Jack. Liam pressures Bill. At home at the Cliff house, Steffi and Finn converse. She is back at work and dealing with Hope again on a regular basis, but she can grit her teeth and go through her day, knowing that there is a broader plan and a goal to bring Forrester back into the hands of her family. The level of turmoil in their environment is nothing like Finn recalls having when he was growing up, but since finding out that Sheila was his biological mother, all hell broke loose in the Finnegan household. Jack, Finn's dad, is set to be back, conjuring up memories and sentiments for Finn that appear to puzzle him. On Wednesday, Steffi helps Finn discover some things about himself and his parents. A lot of kids try to be just like their parents when they grow up. Is Finn unconsciously attempting to be the opposite as a spouse and father? Speaking of Jack, he's headed for a rude revelation at Lee's workplace. She is unhappy with Poppy and fervently wants answers from her sister. When Jack arrives, he is in for the same barrage of inquiry. Jack tells Lee she isn't making any sense, but she is certain both her husband and her sister deceived her. resulting in Poppy becoming pregnant with Luna. Incensed, Lee gives Jack a paternity test on Wednesday. Will she get the answers she desires from Jack and Poppy? Or will the truth come out just because of the test? Little do any of them, or anybody else, know where Luna even is while they slug it out. Over at the Spencer mansion, Bill is finding some sort of peace at home. He is hiding Luna at his house to reform her, but doesn't trust the ankle bracelet and security crew enough to let her alone. He also seems to want to open up to her about feelings and ideas on his own childhood, like she's been doing with him. However, Dollar Bill's absence from the office for weeks is a significant red signal to his sons. Will already came back to confront Bill, but now Liam wants answers. Liam knows his dad too well not to recognize that he is hiding something. On Wednesday, Liam begs Bill to come honest about his recent solitude. Will Bill continue to lie to his kid? Or will he tell him the truth? Or will Luna give herself away? How bold and the beautiful Ted King really feels about Luna's paternity drama. Is Jack actually the daddy? The Bold and the Beautiful is no stranger to jaw-dropping revelations, and the latest storyline regarding Luna's paternity has fans talking. Ted King recently revealed his perspective on this intriguing scenario and what it implies for his character. Could Jack actually be Luna's biological father? Let's deconstruct the drama. Jack's complicated past comes back to haunt him. Jack's history is far from squeaky clean, and now it's coming up with him in unexpected ways. During an interview with TV Insider, Ted King made it obvious he's happy with the nuances of this plot. I like the character a lot because we don't know a lot about him, so they could take Jack in any direction they choose to. It's wonderful for me as an actor. Jack's ex-wife, Lee, isn't letting the past stay buried. She's discreetly doing DNA tests to learn the truth about Luna's parentage, and Jack's involvement is under examination. It's a complicated story involving his ex-wife and her sister and accusations about paternity, King told the publication. He also mentioned he's excited to discover more about Jack's past, especially when it comes to how close Jack used to be to his wife's sister. Jack's expectations versus reality. When Jack is summoned to Lee's office, he's hopeful it's a step toward reconciliation. He thinks that they're going to patch things up, King previews. When Lee calls him, he's excited. He's genuinely looking forward to Lee saying, "I forgive you. Let's get back together." However, Jack is in for a rude awakening when accusations of infidelity with his sister-in-law, Poppy, take center stage. He's completely blindsided, King admits. While Jack has been unfaithful in the past, resulting in the birth of Finn with Sheila Carter, he's convinced that this current claim is unfounded. Even if you're guilty once, it doesn't mean you're guilty twice, King points out. Will that ring true for Finn's father? We're not exactly sure. The passionate sequences between Jack and Lee were a pleasure for King. They were such a rush to shoot and figure out how to portray so that all the characters' integrity was preserved, he reveals, adding respect for co-star Naomi Matsuda. Naomi had the heavy lifting, and I was there to support in any way I could. As for where this plot is headed, King is just as curious as the audience. It's a great storyline because of the duplicitous behavior that's taken place and all of the interesting possibilities that could come from it, he teases. With twists and layers left to unravel, this paternity drama promises to have viewers on the edge of their seats. A surprise twist behind Luna's paternity drama after January 21st. Bold and the Beautiful. Lee feels anxious about her sister's involvement with her husband. Is she wrong? The writing is on the wall. On the Tuesday, January 21st episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee confronted Poppy about Luna's paternity. She included Jack in the discourse. Lee was convinced they slept together, but they knew they didn't. This suggests a startling twist into Luna's paternity. Made with Love, Our Fave serial is returning with some juicy drama. Tuesday's program didn't disappoint. Dr. Lee Finnegan inquired into Luna's parentage. She realized that Tom Starr wasn't the biological father. Lee was so convinced that Poppy slept with her then-husband Jack. Lee and Poppy continued to butt heads in the episode. Poppy had no idea what Lee was talking about. At first, it seemed like she didn't want to acknowledge to the affair, but there's a good explanation behind her reaction. Poppy confessed that she never slept with her sister's spouse. She indicated that her daughter was produced from love, not a heated affair. Jack made his big return to B&B. He realized that his ex-wife was being paranoid. Both Jack and Poppy say they had never slept together. They seemed like they were telling the truth. There could be someone else in the Finnegan family. Who could be Luna's father? Is Finn Luna's father? This puts us back to the prior speculation. Finn was rumored to be Luna's father. Shin will undergo the ultimate test this winter. The couple has gone through their share of ups and downs. However, they managed to handle them all. But this could be the biggest damage to their relationship. Tuesday's program implied this news will rock their world. Steffi told Finn that she never got her father's support when she was younger. Ridge was too occupied fiddling around with a divided heart. That's when Steffi drew the connection to her relationship with Liam. She was grateful to finally have someone as supportive and loyal as Finn. But it looks like Finn could be keeping a significant secret from Steffi. He wouldn't even talk to her about his parents' divorce. That's because he doesn't want the truth to come out. Finn hasn't shared his complete past, and possibly that includes a love affair with Poppy. It'll be interesting to see how this narrative develops. B&B spoilers. But what if Jack isn't Luna's father? Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful already know that Jack Finnegan is on his way back into town. His ex, Lee Finnegan, has just accused her sister, Poppy Nozawa, of having an affair with Jack, and based by the look on Poppy's face, it's true. Now, the true question is whether or not Jack is in fact Luna Nozawa's real father. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Poppy Nozawa lies about everything. One thing is for certain. If Poppy tells you anything at all, you're going to need to double-check to be sure it's accurate. It has been a year of falsehoods from her. First she hoped that Bill Spencer was Luna's dad, but then it had to be Tom Starr. Now we know, owing to Lee testing the DNA herself, that Tom is not the daddy. That appears to leave Jack as a plausible contender. Will Jack admit to an affair with Poppy? And even if he does he realize he could be Luna's biological father? Was it a long-held secret? Or is he going to be just as startled as everyone else? Has Poppy lied to him too? I mean, is there any reason to believe that she hasn't lied to him? B&B spoilers. What if Finn Finnegan is Luna Nozawa's father? There is one other possibility. Jack and Lee's adopted son, John Finn Finnegan, was at college when Luna was conceived. Poppy was living with his family at the time, and we have previously confirmed that she likes her particular mints and other medications. What if she introduced Finn to something he wouldn't typically take, and they ended up in bed? The Finn that we know now would never touch any form of drugs, but as a really naive college boy, he might have. If Finn were indeed Luna's father, that would add even more layers to the drama and dysfunction that is already spinning. Before getting caught, Luna was holding Finn's wife, Steffi Forrester, in a cage. Finn and Steffi have gone through a world of heartache and hardships already. Yet somehow the pair has weathered it all. But could they get over Luna becoming Finn's daughter?
Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.